Hello everyone and welcome back to another gaming video. I should say gaming video because it relates to Dungeons and Dragons, but it's also a cooking video, I guess, because it deals with the new Dungeons and Dragons cookbook. So Heroes Feast, the official D&D cookbook. And I just saw that sitting at my local game store today. I believe today it actually came out. Looked through it for a little bit and ended up just picking it up, kind of on a whim. But paid about $35 for it. And it's got quite a bit of recipes in here. So here's the back of it for you. But I forget exactly how many recipes are in here. But it's definitely quite a lot. So there is, here's the cover. Again, D&D Cookbook goes for about $35. And from what I've seen so far, it seems to be kind of laid out per race. And there's a few other like miscellaneous chapters as well. But let me scoot it over there. So Heroes Feast, we got some really cool like pictures in here of the food. That is, I believe, the Orc Bacon. I think I saw that recipe earlier. And I think it's like basically like peppered bacon. I think I've had that a few times before. So just various pictures of all the kind of different stuff. And as we can see here, it goes from human cuisine, elven cuisine, dwarven cuisine, halfling cuisine, uncommon cuisine, and then extras and ales, which are like drinks and stuff. But really cool like photography in here of all this different stuff. Here's like an introduction. And then basically each chapter is going to be a different race's food, basically, or foods that that race would be eating. So let's see what we can find here. So here's human cuisine. So for example, human cuisine features all these different recipes right here on this page. There's a little bit of like an introduction about the humans, and then you get into the actual recipes. So here we have like a stew, and then you got all the ingredients right here, as well as the instructions and a little bit of like a description of it. Now what do we have here? We have these are the iron rations with the picture, again, ingredients and instructions. Sword Coast seafood bolognese. We have a few different recipes here from them. There is what's this one? This is the Homlet golden brown roasted turkey with sausage stuffing and dripping. So that's a continuation of that recipe. Now we have these ham pies. Yeah, there's some like different desserts. It looks like some sweet rolls or some that's verd bread. I had never even heard of that. Yawny Portal biscuits. I think we're still in the human section, I believe. Maybe we're not. Let's see. Gingerbread men. And here's elven cuisine, for example. And again, just really good, really cool looking photos of the stuff that you'll be making, as well as I would say pretty simple instructions. I'm not big on cooking. I've cooked a few, like done a few things from cookbooks, but this one being D&D related, I picked it up. I'm probably gonna try to cook a few things out of it, and if I do, I'll like let you know what the results are. So, for example, we have like an elven bread right there. Skip ahead a little bit. We have this cherry bread, which looks pretty good. We have some green spirit bundles and bacon. Basically, it's asparagus, bacon wrapped asparagus, basically. We have, what is this one? Moonshade seafood rice. Moonshade, I should say. Dragon salmon, which looks like a pretty good salmon. Really like salmon. It's pretty good. Meals end. We have, then we move into dwarven cuisine. And again, each race has, like a good amount of recipes representing stuff that that race might might eat. So we have like a miner's pie for the dwarves, potato soup, potato leek soup, I should say, smoked sausages, various other items as well. And then we move into halfling cuisine. So we have the halflings, and what the halflings generally would eat. So here we have stuffed egg battered toast. So halflings eating kind of very basically eating like hobbits, I should say. We have some kind of chicken dumplings there. We have a halfling oatmeal and sweet nibbles, like some little cookies. Everything soup. think after that we move into kind of like the uncommon cuisines, and these aren't specific to any race, I don't believe. But we have, for example, we have the Orc Bacon, the hard buckler stew, the fried fingers, the braised lamb, and so on. But for example, let's go to the Orc Bacon because we saw that picture earlier. There's like a chili that looks pretty good. But yeah, this Orc Bacon is basically, I think it's like peppered bacon essentially. So what it requires is a pound of thick cut bacon, 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and some 2 tablespoons of orange juice. So it's kind of like a, I think I've had bacon like this where it actually had like a maple syrup on it as well, and then cracked pepper on top of that. So that's the Orc Bacon, and that looks simple enough. I might try that someday. What was this? This is the fire spiced abyssal chicken kebabs, some chicken wings, and I think after this we get into our drinks, I believe. Elixirs and Ales. So, for example, in the Elixirs and Ales section, we have a parcelized tea, mushroom tea, Evermead, dwarven mulled wine, cocoa broth, spiced cider. There is a drink called a Mind Flayer. I believe some of these drinks are going to be definitely using alcohol. I don't drink alcohol particularly, but I could always just substitute that with something else. So, for example, this tea requires a lemon, some ginger, some boiling water, some honey, and some mint. That could be pretty good. I'm not big on mint tea, but that might be pretty good. We have a mushroom tea. Let's see what's actually required in here. Yeah, that's the enemy. So it requires some strips of kombu, some dried kelp lightly whipped with a damp cloth, some water, some shiitake mushrooms. Because I've heard of mushroom tea before. I've never actually had it. We have some dwarven wine, cocoa broth. So just basically various recipes from across the kind of the D&D world, essentially. There's an index of all the different recipes in here, and it's like pretty sturdily constructed book, pretty big. Again, paid about $35 for it. I think it released today or yesterday, maybe. But yeah, this is Heroes Feast, the D&D official D&D cookbook. I'm definitely going to be trying to cook some stuff out of here, and when I do, I'll potentially make a video about it, or just do like a video update of let you know anything that I've actually cooked out of here. It'd be kind of interesting to go through this whole book and cook every single recipe, like the forget the author's name, but she cooked through all of Julia Child's cookbook. They made a movie about it and all that with Amy Adams. But it would be cool to go through here and just cook everything. There's gonna be some stuff I probably won't want to eat, just based on like maybe depending on like how much fat is in it and all that. Like I don't usually eat a lot of stuff that has like a lot of like heavy cream and that kind of things, but it could be pretty good. So again, this is the Heroes Feast, the official D&D cookbook. That's gonna do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, and take care.